Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Wanted to share with you guys 10 tips on how to win sweepstakes. These are things that I use to help me win, and I think they'll be really useful for you. So the most important thing you can do, number one, is create an email address just for sweeping. This is really important because as you enter sweepstakes, you're going to be getting lots and lots of emails, a lot of spam and promotions. It's just part of the game. You have to understand that if a company is giving something away, they're doing it for a reason. It's marketing. So it's just part of being in the sweeping world. You're going to have to get marketing from these companies, and that's okay. But if you create a email just for sweeping, and I really recommend Gmail because they break up the categories instantly for you into your primary, your spam, your social media, and your promotions. And normally all my winning emails go directly to my primary, and they're really good at filtering out what's a real email and what's a promotion. But you want to do this so that your personal email doesn't get flooded with all these sweeps, and then you feel overwhelmed because you're having a hard time keeping your sweeping emails and your personal emails separate. So I really recommend doing that. Yeah, so Gmail really works well for me. Number two, you want to make sure that you have a Twitter account, a Facebook account, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, all those types of accounts. I have created sweeping only accounts for Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, so that I don't flood all my friends with things they don't want to read about. So the reason why you need to do this is because a lot of the sweeps give you extra promotions and give you extra entries if you have these accounts. So you'll enter, and then it says get extra entry for your Facebook entry, get extra entry if you tweet this on Twitter or pin this on Pinterest. So it really helps you win if you have all these accounts. Just think about it. If there's an entry going on where you get one free entry, and then you can get 5 more entries for your social media, then you're getting 6 entries instead of 1. So it really gives you a lot more chances to win. And Twitter is the main one. Instagram's really popular though, and so I found that a lot of companies will give you like 1 extra entry for Instagram and up to 5 for Instagram and 1 for like Pinterest or Twitter. So Instagram's really becoming really popular. Number 3 is websites. People ask all the time, where do you find your contests? I use Sweepstakes Advantage. I also use Goodreads for books and Contest Girl for blog entries. And Contest Girl is awesome. She does everything, but I use her mainly just for blogs. And then a lot of people use Sweetie Sweeps. I use her site every once in a while, and I'll put all those links on the description below. But those are where you're going to find your contest to enter. Really easy to use, and what a great resource. Number 4 is something I really do, and it's scheduling your sweeps. Okay, so everyone's going to have a different schedule. We all have crazy lives, but what I like to do is I schedule my sweeps so that I make sure I get as many as I can in. So, for example, in the morning I do all my new sweeps, the dailies, the one-time entries. During the day, I do as many dailies that I've already entered. So dailies are sweeps where if it's open for 30 days, you can enter every single day. Normally like a 24-hour period or after midnight each day. So I try to do those during the day. It's hard to keep up with all of them, so that's why I put it throughout the day. When I have free time, I'll enter as many dailies as I can. Then at nighttime, I focus on my instant wins, my book wins, all those type of things. So I have my schedule every night. I make sure I enter all my instant win games and my free books. When I have extra time, I'll do magazines like In Touch always has a bunch, Women's Day, and then there's another website, Fishbowl, I use. And yeah, I do all those at night. In the morning, I do all my new ones, and I do all my dailies throughout the day. So I like to schedule it so that I don't feel overwhelmed. If you just have, 200 sweepstakes you need to enter, and you need to do it all at one time, that can be really hard. But if you break it up according to your schedule, it can be a little bit more manageable. And if you have to miss something, you don't have to miss all of it. You can just miss, I was busy this morning, so I missed this part, but I'm going to still do my nighttime sweeps. And then try to catch up tomorrow for what I missed yesterday. So that's really helpful. Number 5 is referrals. So this is a big one. Most sweepstakes will have an option where you can share with your friends on your social media or through email, whatever, referrals. So if you have one friend enter, they might give you one extra entry. They might give you 5, 15, 20, whatever. Now, I recommend really focusing on referrals if they give at least 2 entries. The way I look at it is if they're giving 1 entry for one friend and you only get 1 entry to begin with, you're having a new person enter the contest, so it kind of evens out that extra entry you get. I still do it from time to time if I really like the sweep, but I always share if it's like get 5. So like if you get 1 entry for free and then you get 5 extra entries if you refer a friend and they enter, then you get 5 extra ones when you only started with 1. So it can really snowball if all your friends are doing your referrals. Number 6 is local sweeps. So this is a great one for me. Within the first couple of weeks of doing sweeps, I won a radio contest online. And I won $900, so that was great, and a $100 gift card. So you want to look up all your local radio stations, local newspapers, local magazines, local TV stations, and then your stores, malls, all those type of things. Whenever you're out, if you see a sweep, that's great to enter. The reason why local entries are so important is because not as many people can enter them. It's a little bit harder where I live because I live in Southern California, so we have millions of people. But if you live in a smaller area, the pool of people who can enter will be a lot smaller and you have a greater chance of entering. But still, even with Southern California, that's one area versus, all 50 states, or if it's a worldwide contest. So you just have a better chance of winning just because less people can enter. So those are harder to find, but just do some searches. Think to what TV shows, what TV stations do you watch, what news, music, radio, all that type of stuff do you see. And so just also do a search on Google. Type in, like for me, I do Southern California sweepstakes. Or when you want to look for Google, a great keyword to put in is official rules. Most sweepstakes have somewhere in it say official rules, and that's kind of something that not many other non-sweepstakes will use that terminology. So I'll put like Southern California official rules, and then a bunch of sweeps will pop up. So number 7 is stay motivated. I actually started all my videos because one of the people who I started watching, Jen, she was saying that not many people are posting wins videos anymore, and that's sad because it really helps her stay motivated. And that's why I was watching her videos. You like to read and watch videos on what people are winning because, if they can win, so can you. So watch YouTube videos of people winning sweeps, read articles on like Sweepstakes Advantage. They have right when you first enter, people can post their wins, and I like to read those every day. It just keeps you motivated. If you're not motivated, you're not going to enter to win. It can be a little inconvenient at times to enter sweepstakes, so being motivated really makes a difference to push through, especially when you're having a slow time. Like for me, last month was super slow. Won a bunch of books, but that was about it. And so I just had to keep motivated to keep on entering. And yeah, sometimes that just really helps. So number 8, you want to look for sweepstakes that have multiple prizes. This is just really good because say 5,000 people enter a contest. If there's only one prize and you're one of those 5,000 people, there's only one person who's going to win. 4,999 people are going to lose. But if they're giving away 10 prizes, sometimes they give away like 100, then your chances of winning are just easier. So if you're limited on time, you definitely want to focus on those sweeps that have multiple prizes. You just want to use your time as much as you can. If you're doing this a lot, then you have time to enter all the sweepstakes. But if you're really short on time and you see, for example, for my book wins that I do, I never enter the books unless I really love a book where it only gives out one. I always look for book contests that give out at least 5 prizes or more. That way I just have more chances of winning and I'm not wasting my time. So I think that's really important. Number 9, I really love using Google Chrome for my internet, and they have autofill. So this is great. When you're entering the sweepstakes, you have to enter all your information, and Google Chrome does autofill, so it automatically enter everything for you once you enter like the first, like your first name, and then your last name, your address, all that starts to pop up. It saves you so much time, and there's different programs you can download to do form fillers, but I've never really liked those. I've actually found Google Chrome to be the fastest and most accurate, and so I really like just using the autofill. You don't have to download anything. It will just do it for you, and it's easy to edit. If sometimes you make a mistake and it will save it. So you want to be checking every once in a while your autofill to make sure all your information is still correct, but it's really easy to edit. And then the last one, my last tip, number 10, is to network with other people who enter sweepstakes. On Facebook, there's so many different groups you can enter, and they post all different types of sweepstakes. Start becoming friends with sweepers. Subscribe to their YouTube channels. A lot of times you'll get extra entry if you tag a friend on Facebook, or you do something on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter with someone. And so you want to use people who are already sweeping because they're not going to be annoyed by it. They're actually going to be pretty thankful that you thought of them. You don't want to waste your friend's time with referrals and with tagging them, because it really will start to bug them, and they might, block you from Facebook so that your feed doesn't come up, and you don't want that. So yeah, just start adding people that you see posting. I have my Facebook page, Sweepstakes and Contests. That's where I post all my updates and all my sweeps. So I'd love for you guys to follow. Link on that is in the description as well. So yeah, so those are my 10 tips. I'll just go over them again really quick. New email, social media, websites like Sweepstakes Advantage, Sweetie Sweeps, Goodreads, Contest Girl, schedule your sweeps, referrals, local sweepstakes, stay motivated, multiple prizes, Google Chrome autofill, and network with other sweepers. If you do those 10 things, I'm pretty sure no matter how much time you spend sweeping, you're going to be able to get a prize here and there. So good luck. I hope you guys have a blessed Christmas coming up, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.